guys, welcome back to Mike's Carp Adventures. So today you find me back down at Baden Fisheries. I'm back onto the middle pool, doing around kind of 48 hours. Now this video has actually been recorded about 4 or 5 hours into the session. It's been absolutely torrential rain, certainly not one for recording. So as I say, you catch me about 4 to 5 hours in. I've actually had a move. The wind turned and I was absolutely chucking it into this corner. You can probably see at the bottom of the screen they're kind of going straight into like a little bay here, so I will give you a bit more of a clearer view of the peg in a second for you, but yeah, so we're here for about 48 hours now. I actually put a poll out on YouTube and also on Instagram. I basically asked you to decide what bait that I was going to be using on this session. Now the main reason for that is so that if it went wrong, basically I could blame you, so it's all your fault basically if I don't catch. I'm joking. So yeah, in a nutshell, your options were either to go for the S7 DNA boilie, or you could go old school, aka sweet corn. Now it was interesting. So on Instagram, you unanimously went for the S7 DNA boilie, and then on YouTube, again unanimously by a long mile, went for the old-fashioned sweet corn. So I thought, well, okay, well, I clearly need to try and keep two sets of people happy, so I will do. Basically now what's going to happen, one rod is going to have the S7 DNA boilies, and then the other rod is going to have the sweet corn. Both are going to be on there for 48 hours. One thing I'm going to add as an extra, so for the S7 boilie it's going to get its own DNA, it's going to get its own fishing goo, homemade fishing goo, and that is a liquid squid and octopus flavour, so stinks. And then we have for the sweet corn the cinnamon, ginger and imbutric. Now for anyone who hasn't seen it, I'll put a link up here for you, but it's just a link basically to show you how you can make your own goo. So at the end of this video, do go and check out the goo video, make your own, and who knows, it might help you with your fishing. So please do, click like for me. As mentioned in previous videos, clicking that thumbs up button pushes that to other carp kind of enthusiasts or carp anglers, so I really do appreciate that. I know people who watch similar videos to you will get prompted of that, so do appreciate it. If you'd like to obviously listen to different carp videos and take you along with me on my sessions, then please do obviously subscribe and hit that bell button, and of course for Instagram, please do go to Instagram, which I'll put a link down below for you to do that now. So let's get started, and I'll show you the peg and give an idea of exactly what we're doing and where we are. Okay guys, let me just talk you through the rig that we've got on both rods. So we've got a 1 metre Gardner fused leader. I think Corda do their own as well, but this is quite straightforward. So basically all you do is you've got a loop on the end of this leader, tie that onto your main line, a nice secure knot, and then it's a nice kind of run through. Now this is a clear one obviously, but they do come in silt, and I think there's a gravel one as well. This clear one is perfectly good for me. Now that takes us nicely onto a 2.5 ounce inline system, so effectively then onto a 7-inch kind of blowback rig. Pretty straightforward, nice little weight at the bottom there for the S7 pop-up. A really straightforward rig. Basically when that carp picks up that bait, it goes, and that will go up the line. And they have real issues. I think that for me the good thing over this versus a leg clip, the leg clips, they can use basically the weight of the lead to shake it with an inline, because it goes up the lead. By the time they've even figured out they've been hooked, it's pretty much set in the lip, as long as you've got the rest of the rig right. So for me, my go-to rig, no matter where I'm fishing, is always going to be the blowback rig for this very reason. So that's quite straightforward, and yeah, hopefully you can use this in your fishing. It's something I've used for a long time and it's been very successful. Okay then guys, so I normally go on to peg 2, which is that one. Now I didn't particularly feel like that one, to be honest with you, this time. Now what I was doing previously, I was up the other side of the lake up here, but as I said, the wind turned really, which that peg was fine, but for kind of conditions we're in now, it didn't kind of work. So I've actually come down here. So this wind at times has been absolutely battering into this corner. So I've got the S7 around here, and then I've got the sweet corn just off here. So again, normally some quite hot areas. I'm hoping to get at least a few fish on this session. So that's the kind of tactics there. Fingers crossed it comes to fruition for us. So there we go then guys. first fish of the session, £10.8, not a bad start, 1-0 to YouTube. It was the corn that got this one. Okay guys, I thought I'd give you a quick update. It's about 6:30. Not much to shout about. I've had one run but pulled into it, there was nothing there. Again, it was on the sweet corn. So the sweet corn's actually doing a better job than the S7 is at the minute. So yeah, just only went a couple of minutes ago. Actually can't tell from here, but so yeah, it's been uneventful. I've had that one fish that you've just seen. It's strange. Basically, if you can see the here, so I had it just off this tree, and it was a screaming one-toner, literally no beat, just straight away scream and run, and it carted straight in there as you'd expect it to do. I had to give it a little bit of force to stop it from basically taking me straight into the trees. So yeah, uneventful so far. But again, we're only talking, say, 6 o'clock on the evening of the first day. So I've still got all day tomorrow, and then I've got the very kind of first hour or two in the Tuesday morning. So yeah, we'll see how things go. Hopefully they go a little bit busier. It'd be nice, but yeah, thanks guys. Stick with it, and I'll see you again soon. Okay then guys, I'll give you a quick glimpse of the homemade goo. Now, for anyone who hasn't already seen this, please do check out the video on the channel. There's a couple there. So there's some basically there's one that just makes you a nice kind of bait glog or bait soak, whatever you want to do, and then we've got the goo, which kind of imitates the Kiana type green glow goo basically. So it's up to you in terms of which one you want to make. Both are basically homemade recipes, so hopefully it helps some of you. But I just thought I'd show you exactly what I'm doing. So on this session, basically I'm only using PVA bags or PVA mesh sticks, or yeah, well, a bit of a combination, but either way it's small bags of bait. So for this particular one, I've noted down as cinnamon, ginger and butyric. So this is going on the sweet corn one, like I mentioned earlier. So I'll show you now. Now what I do, just to give you an idea, so you can pierce the bag a little bit, and then you want to just very slowly squeeze. Now you're not going to physically see it, but this is going inside. And put a couple of strips just down the front there. Now I'm going to drop this one in the edge, just so you can basically see how it looks when it's been dissolving in the water. So let's just take you over there now. Okay, so let's just drop this in the edge here. I'll try not to drop my phone in the process. So there you go. Straight away you can see that's not even dissolved yet. It's just starting to break up now. And there we go. So yeah, it's a nice little spread of bait, and it's giving off a nice green glow straight into the water. So give it a go if you haven't already. So yeah, I've just moved it a little bit, and they keep getting little knocks on this sweet corn rod. The S7 one has just been dead. Oop, there we go. Absolutely gutted, guys. The run you've just seen, it basically just a hook pull towards the end. I mean, unfortunately, this is the downside to using barbless hooks. I mean, wherever I can, I'll use macro every time. When you get a run, it never comes off, but you've got to abide by the rules. So, a bit disappointing. I don't think it was very big. I'd say it's about the same size as the fish I had just, but it's how it goes. You know, again, fish welfare is really important, and if they feel that macro barb hooks aren't good, then we can't use them. So yeah, I'll keep you up to date. It looks like we might start getting some action now that the sun's starting to go down. So fingers crossed we get another couple of carp before the night's out. Okay then guys, £15 one. It's 1-1. That was on the S7, just in the margins down behind me, as you can just see on the camera. Not bad at all, just before 9 o'clock. guys. It's 8:45 now on the Monday, so it's the start of the second day. So last night was not massively eventful. I mean, I actually have I've had one more in the middle of the night, and it's the corn, so it's 2-1 to YouTube. It wasn't very much. I'd say about £4 or £5. To be fair, for the size of it, I didn't kind of bother recording. To be honest, I just when it's 3 o'clock in the morning, you don't particularly want to start spending 5 minutes setting things up. So yeah, either way, you know, it was a nice little fish. Again, a common. There are all so many commons in here. So yeah, we're the same tactics again for today. So we're in the Bay Area, and also the just past the tree. So I'm not changing the spots. The baits are remaining the same, and fingers crossed we'll have a few more fish today. I'm confident now that I know I'm in the right spot. So I think from a spots perspective, I'm where I need to be. Now there are some more people I can see driving up now, so there's some more people who are going to be joining me today. Not sure how many more, probably at least for another 5 or 6, so it'll be interesting to see if anybody comes up this end. Hopefully not, but law of averages says they will, so fingers crossed if they do. They're nice people. But yeah, that's about it. Obviously I'll keep you updated throughout the day, and fingers crossed we'll have some more to bring to you. But yeah, 2-1 to YouTube, and let's see how this ends up. Okay then guys, so I thought I'd just give you a quick rundown of the equipment that I'm using. So this is stuff that I completely and utterly rely on. So we have £3 test curve Fox Warrior S rods. I've had these for probably 12-18 months now. They're so reliable. They're really lightweight, very strong. I mean, £3 test curve will cope with pretty much any carp here. So I mean, I'll put a link down below so you can check out the reviews, and in case you're on the lookout for any rods. Now from a reel perspective, I've got basically got the Shimano 10,000 ST bait runners. Bit of a mouthful, but yeah, effectively I've had these probably even longer. Now I'm a big bait runner fan. I appreciate there's different types of reels out there, but for me these are reliable. Shimano is a great kind of brand. These are only about 50 or 60 quid, I think. So as far as reels go, they're very much on the majority of people's budgets, and trust me, a pair of these are going to last you years. So definitely worth having a look at. And Biathlon wise, I've got the NGT Biathlons, so they're kind of a budget range here. So I've not gone out, spent hundreds of pounds on a Biathlon. Those who can do that, fantastic, you know, great. But for me, I can't really justify the Delkin cost. So for me, the NGT Biathlons are very solid. They come as a set of 3, and you know they have their own receiver, their own kind of carry box and carry case rather. So yeah, from an equipment perspective, pretty straightforward. I would say estimating here, it's probably only a couple of £100 I think I've spent on this setup approximately. So it's not going to break the bank, but I guarantee you that this will last you a long time. So if you're on the lookout, I'll put all the actual links to the descriptions, links to the products in the description for you, and you know, take a look if you're on the lookout. I genuinely will recommend these to anybody. Okay, so just a bit of a quick update. So it's been a couple of hours now since I did the last clip. Been a really quiet morning. I've not really changed anything. On the S7 rod, I've basically gone from an S7 bottom bait with a half of a cork ball pop up, just to try and give them something new to deal with. On the sweet corn rod, I've actually just had a bream. I won't put any pictures or anything on the screen because it's just a bream. So technically, you know, YouTube. You know, it's quite amusing, as you've just seen. I got to run. So yeah, it was 3-1 to YouTube on the sweet corn. S7 has just turned one round. Unfortunately, again, it's a bream. So I'm still going to count them because the fish, you know, you still fish that, you know, the baits that have caught on, you've chosen. So it's 3-2 to YouTube right now. I wouldn't mind a few carp though, please, because bream are pesky, annoying little things, and I'd really not like to be catching them. I'd rather not catch them and keep the bait in the water a bit longer. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, 3-2. At least I'm catching fish, but it's better than blanking. It is me moaning, but it's better than blanking, as we all know that feeling. So yeah, hopefully I'll have some more fish to bring to you shortly. Okay, so it's 7 o'clock now. It's been a long day. I think I've had that bream earlier on today, but other than that, it's been really hard going. I think I've tried everything. I've kind of moved the baits around, S7 for corn and vice versa. I've tried doing different kind of S7 tops with a piece of corn, and vice versa again. I've tried different spots, so one of them days where basically it just wouldn't have made a difference, and that's how it goes sometimes. I mean, it's only 7 o'clock, so there's plenty of time left. The sun hasn't even gone down yet, which is, normally the sun goes down, as we all know. It can be a really good time. I mean, when you look at the conditions versus yesterday, when I had a good few decent sized fish, as you've seen, totally different. I mean, it's been flat calm. There's been no wind, which I think could have had something to do with it. I mean, I think yesterday the wind was pushing a lot of the fish into this particular swim, so they haven't generally had that. So it's one of them. That's fishing. So what I've done now, just to try and give me a last kind of hurrah, really, I've walked around to the side, and I'll take you around there with me in a second. I'll show you exactly what I've been doing, but we're just going to drop some more bait in, just ready for the night time. Fingers crossed this works, but if not, it's been good. I think up to now, in terms of recording, I said it's been 5 fish in total. YouTube's still winning 3-2, but it's been great doing this. It's great to be back on the bank. I think it's been hard being away for so long. I think we've all had different personal situations. So yeah, either way, let's go around to the other side and I'll show you exactly what we've been doing. So if you do come on to, I think it's peg 53. So if you do come to peg 53 on Baden Hall Middle Pool, a little kind of sneak preview in terms of what you should go and do. It worked for me up to now. It's just been one of them days. So come with me and let's have a look at exactly what I've been doing from the baiting perspective. Okay then guys, I'm just taking you so that you basically come around here for the swim. Low trees on the left hand side. Just heard a fish crash over the side. Okay, so if you look here, there's a nice little footpath underneath, straight down to the water's edge. So that's where I'm fishing, straight over to this bank here. And what we're going to do, we're going to spread the bait up here to get them moving. So going to get some a bit further over. You won't see this, don't you think? Like I say, I just want to get them moving, really. Nothing too special. So yeah. That's basically what we're going to do. So quick flick into here, bait up this spot, and who knows, in the night we might get some luck. I'll see you back at the swim. Okay, and that's basically where we've just put it. Just put it here, and I put 1 or 2 over here, but this is the spot we're going to be fishing in tonight. Fingers crossed what we've just done pays off. Okay, so that's the end of the session. The final scores were YouTube 3, Instagram 2, so the old school sweet corn, grab that one. Now if you want to be involved in any future voting, please go to the Instagram page, which is Mike's Carp and Adventures. Alternatively, you can obviously subscribe here, and I'll be posting bits throughout the kind of weeks and months. So the next session probably won't be for 3 or 4 weeks now. I'm going to be back on the bank with a friend, so that should be interested anyway. But thank you to everybody who's made it through to the end of the video. Your support is always appreciated, and I'll definitely see you all soon.